NBC Sports and the United States Golf Association proudly present the 124th United States Amateur Championship with uninterrupted coverage presented by Rolex. In 1895, this prestigious event was played for the very first time, as the USGA's oldest championship has been the pinnacle of amateur golf for more than a century. This week, Hazeltine National Golf Club is the backdrop for the best in the world, as they are hosting a USGA championship for the 9th time. This Robert Trent Jones design opened in 1962 and has been a part of the fabric of high-level golf since its inception. So glad you could join us on this Wednesday. Partly sunny skies. So we're just southwest of downtown Minneapolis. A little bit of a breeze in this round of 64 as match play is underway. And McDermott, like Harmon, a lefty. That's one of the matches we'll showcase this afternoon. Some highlights from earlier this morning. Christian Brand, the 36-year-old from West Virginia, for birdie at the very opening hole. John.
And what a start there for the old man, Christian Brand.
He's playing Christian Moss, another headliner in this round of 64. Tiger Christensen against Gordon Sargent. This was Tiger's approach at 1.
Perfect tee shot down the left-hand side, opens up that right hole location. He takes advantage of it. Beautiful shot to go one up.
20-year-old from Germany plays his college golf at Arizona. Very next hole, Gordon Sargent needed this for par to tie the hole.
Yeah, the number 2 ranked amateur in the world, just not clicking on all cylinders right now. So Tiger Christensen takes that 2-up lead. Luke committing that cardinal sin right there. He doesn't make this.
All's well now.
Although, says 3 on the card.
What a putt by Clanton, and what a run.
So an opportunity for McDermott here. Oh my, he just went right underneath it.
Yeah, he did. Wow.
That was not that hard a shot.
No, it was fast, but it's not that fast.
It's hard to make a lot of birdies, so if you just make a lot of pars, I think you're going to be really successful.
Well, we saw it in the women's am last week. Par wins a lot of holes.
Oh, that is huge.
Right in the center.
Wow. You said he's feisty. That was kind of Brian Harmon-like. Yeah, Clanton for par. This to tie the hole.
Oh, walk it in, young fella.
Yes, sir. And why you finished top 10 3 times on the PGA Tour events as an am right there.
We were talking about what might he have learned in those PGA Tour events. Is you can hit wedges into a lot of these par 4s, par 5s, obviously. And when you can control spin, that's when you become a great wedge player.
There is a slope there, should come back.
Yeah, just misses divot. Yeah, that's going to be good.
Oh wow, keep coming.
Yeah, we just saw a hole out.
So his spin control is really good.
A lot of times you try to lift it and catch a little fin.
Oh, he cleared it.
Yeah, he flipped his left hand right underneath the ball.
That is fantastic. What a shot.
Like he said, if I go vertical, it gives me a better chance to make a birdie. And what a shot.
Got about 12 feet coming down the hill really fast. Wow, he thought he made it.
Yeah, went across the hole at the very end, right when it started to lose speed, Colt.
For him to see a result just like that.
Clanton's third shot at 7.
That's a wedge from 153. Solid.
Yeah, smart play right just there on top of the ridge.
No doubt about it. Talking to his coach, Trey Jones, he said this guy just loves to play golf. Even if he would have missed match play, he'd be teeing it up today somewhere else.
Yeah, he loves the putt, too. Nice one. Yeah, we saw Trey yesterday. It's a great story seeing how he's got to this. They're headed over to the par 3/8.
Colt was alluding to the fact the wind is humming out there. So take a lot of spin off of this.
Well, this is on a direct line. Oh, my goodness, what a shot. Go in.
Thought about it. Why go left when you can go right at it?
He's got to find something. This a little left of it, trying to work its way towards it. Great shot.
Yep, just give yourself an opportunity, and he answers pretty well. Nice little momentum. Change your form, center cut. Just like he did back there earlier, made a nice long putt.
McDermott 2.
it goes.
Ooh,
Kind of like that.
Yep. All planned out. Preston Summerhays had just about the same spot in the match before.
And we got it, but it came out.
That didn't come out at all, but it's tumbling.
it's trying to get up there.
I think he got a lot more out of that than he thought he was going to.
Yeah, and I tell you what, if you were just playing normal, you would take it, but par might be okay here. You never know. We saw some putts given last week in the finals. It shook my soul there, but nice putt.
Well, you made it here, so I think.
All right, they tie the hole.
He kind of held this up into the wind, and that's going to be perfect right on top of the hill.
Playing a shot with a driver. I like that.
I didn't even get downhill.
Be up on top of the hill, stay out of that divot.
He's got it drawn right towards it.
Yep, using that slope a little bit right there. Well done. He's played so much PGA Tour golf at a high level as well to understand slope, understand wind.
Been a little bit of a mess here at 10 for Dylan McDermott, now his fourth.
Yeah, this
Another
match is
lead.
gonna. This match is
Mercy.
gonna be over quick.
I mean, how about Luke playing 4 under par through 10 in these conditions? Came out a little soft on him.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch it there, Colt. Yep, going downwind too. Kind of what he did. Got going to the right.
Pretty good for
Two-
pace. Oh, nails.
Got that left side of the hole right there, Colt. And boy, it puts the pressure squarely on Dylan. Good look from behind.
Also a good grind there by McDermott to stay 4 down.
Oh, it was a little knockdown stinger.
I mean, this is on a great line and a bullet.
He's one
That is,
kick.
I mean,
Oh
that is
my
so good.
God. That's beyond good. Look at this shot, Colt. This might go in.
Oh, stop it.
That's
What a
ridiculous.
golf shot to draw up.
Yeah, he just had nothing, Jim.
No, as you said, you miss the side, either side. There's just no way to get it close. There's just no space there. All right, third shot for McDermott, and this was just a moment ago. Oh, man. Looked like a 3 all the way, John.
Every bit of it.
Well, you got to keep
He
fighting.
said he was gritty. He was a fighter. No doubt about it, especially with being in that first cut of the rough. I know there's just a couple of inches to go through, but that can throw the ball offline easily. Try to eliminate that by pitching it. Came through pretty nicely, but
Oh, had it right in the middle.
really well done.
Oh, boy. That, too,
Oh,
came
wow.
out hot on him.
Yeah, sure did.
And they're going to keep playing.
Saying there's a chance. Should go downhill.
Oh, it's got a chance if it stays up.
Oh.
That's really nicely done. Now,
Look how far that ball's
still gonna-
rolling.
Still going to wander by 6-7 feet. He's got it back in his stance.
Oh, simmer down now. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Couple chip shots. The last 2 holes have been a little sloppy.
Yeah, it's not going to break that much.
No,
Yeah.
that was a total misread.
Oh, and that's not good.
No.
Wow.
I believe he missed that.
Wow. Opportunity missed right there.
And he does. He was flawless for 13 holes. A little sloppy at the end, but nonetheless, they move on to the round of 32 and a 4-3 win for the #1 player in the world.
Spot of bother once again. Tiger has not hit a putt yet. 2 birdies conceded on the first 2 holes already.
Boy, and I'll tell you what, in match play, when you're knocking down the flag sticks, puts a lot of pressure on your opponent. Make mistakes, and that's another quality golf shot.
Not have to putt that one. Wow, what a start. And he laid it up back on the top on the flat. All right, 4th shot for Sargent here at 3.
Yeah, 135 yards with his opponent in there close for birdie. And this is out to the left. Wow, this thing is getting out of hand early on, more than likely here.
But you keep the ball in play like Tiger has. A good tee shot at 1, a good tee shot at 2. You know, good approach shot at 3 from the fairway. Is match play 101 is keep putting the pressure on your opponent by hitting quality golf shots. You know, the previous one might have taken more of a square face and just pitched it on the green.
Oh, my. That almost saved his par there. My mistake, guy. That was his 3rd.
And it definitely has some speed, too, Billy Ray.
You bet.
There you go.
That's the beauty of match play right there. The way momentums can swing.
2014 Honda that he can barely get up to 70 miles per hour back home in Tallahassee.
Yeah, he might be able to upgrade that vehicle soon, Jimmy.
Yeah, absolutely. That was Tiger Christensen's 2nd shot at 5. Oh, he got a great kick. How good is that?
Jim, that was a wonderful play from a terrible lie.
He can smash it and hit it straight.
He couldn't get almost any tougher opponent than Tiger Christensen. Yeah. Look at that putt.
Well, first putt he's had to hit.
Yeah, and it meant something.
He is world class. He's been on that top for a while, so he knows what to do.
But he
the
needs
type
to
of
see
shot
some
he
good
wants to hit.
Yeah, he needs to see some good results as well. That was from 103, as you would expect, a little bit right of the flag, trying to use that slope and the downslope as well.
There you go.
Watch out, did he?
We've seen
Already
some
had
good
one.
ones.
Yeah, that is a timely shot.
Yeah, just to come out of there like he thought, Billy Ray. So see if he wants to kick it in there low, skip it back there, maybe put some loft under it.
That's exactly what he's doing, John.
Yeah, low, skip.
Oh, whoa.
You can see these greens are starting to get crispy.
You know,
That was a better shot than that.
Yeah, Cope brought up a good point. There's a lot of these greens here that are exposed to conditions.
Absolutely imperative he gets this up and down. Kind of fluffed out of there. Can it run out? It's trying.
That shows you how hard that green is. Because that looked like that was going to come up 25 feet short, BR.
Yeah.
Difference between 2 down and 3 down is a world of difference. With 9 to play, and that'll hang out to the left and keep it out there to the right. Use some slope, use the wind. Opponent is absolutely in trouble.
He's taken out to the right. This is going to be a smart shot coming back to the left. Oh, my.
Really nice.
Wonderful play there. Now the pressure is on Tiger.
Every time the door's been slightly open, he peeks his head, and then it sort of seems to fall right back on him.
2 down in the match, just won the 10th. This is a good time to go ahead and start applying pressure for Sargent.
Yeah, out there to the right. Just use a little slope, little nice control right there into the wind. Billy Ray, love that shot right at hole high.
Yeah, this is a really good looking shot. It's the right number.
Oh, it is.
Right at a controlled spin. Nice shot underneath the hole. Two beauties.
Yep, a couple good shots, a couple good chances for birdie. It's just a moment ago.
Absolute must.
Oh, he did.
Buries it.
Big time. Nice putt there.
That's the key word right there, to remain 2 up. And it's just not much break. Coming down the hill slightly here for Tiger.
Big
He
time.
answers.
Yeah, a couple big time putts there. Good strokes.
Could take control of this match right here, hitting a good one, somewhere
rough.
middle to green.
All right, John, a really smart shot there by Tiger, not taking on the flagstick. 10 feet here, 132 here for Gordon. Coming back up the slope, that holds position on the right-hand side. This is a very good line. And he'll have a chance to save par with his opponent with a long birdie attempt here at the 12th. Comes up the ridge, pretty slow. His opponent's got it about 18 feet for par.
Really well done.
All right, Sargent needs it at 12. Oh, how big is that, John?
Grinder.
Actually, a pretty good line.
Got that club straight up, dropped it right underneath the ball. That was really nicely done. And a kick to the right on him, but that was pretty well executed.
How good is that
Yeah,
putt?
big putt.
Wow. That was a good up and down.
Gordon Sargent is in the bunker in 2 here at the par 5. It's a must-win situation here for Gordon Sargent.
He's
This ball coming in very high.
He's got to land it short because it's going to hit hard. I mean, we've seen it all day long. It's
Pretty well done to keep it, fly it back there and spin it like that downwind.
Oh,
Pretty good. Should run out.
Very good. He just kind of clipped that just perfectly. Wow, is that any good?
That going with some authority right there.
Yeah, backboard, and that'll do it. What a
Does
match.
it?
Wins 4-3.
Up at 6. This was a moment ago. Second shot for Jackson Buchanan going up against Preston Summerhays.
Short par 4 here, a little turner from right to left, put the ball in the fairway. This is definitely a birdie opportunity, and using some slope there for Jackson down at the front left hole location, and
Go in. Go in.
about it.
Yes!
Go right early, left at the end.
Down that slope it goes, so easy. It's a little.
They have to make him mark. Well, I gave it to him. Okay.
Yeah, it's early enough in the match to maybe pick that one up. Because he has stayed, and that's a nice avenue for PGA Tour experience.
Buchanan to tie the hole. Oh, he just.
Whoops.
That wasn't even close.
Whoops. I know you need to make it, but
Yeah,
that wouldn't have gone in if it hit the center of the hole.
If he even had a backboard.
Pitch it into the. Just let it get on the green, roll out.
That's exactly what he did, John. He went back and switched clubs. This is kind of trying to go left, but still a little bit of work left. All in all, he'll take it.
Right rough off the tee through the green. Nice up and down there to have the hole.
A big save there. He'll stay one up. They head over to 10.
Moment ago at 10, Preston Summerhays for par to tie the hole, stay one up against Buchanan.
Out of position. Pitch to here, and
Summerhays scored 5.
a little sloppy there for Preston on 9. He got away with a halve at the 10th hole. And just get it rolling down the hill. It's got a good read.
The collars are nearly at the same speed as the
Exactly what he needed.
Buchanan for birdie to win the hole. Wow, that was not the best. So they tie the hole. This is Buchanan. This is for double. First look, 236 yards to the location on the front portion. Summerhays had a bogey putt. Well, he's got the double covered. No, Summerhays will.
Needs to win the hole.
No winning holes with pars.
Summerhays scores 4.
How about winning one
Buchanan
with a
scores
bogey?
5.
Yeah,
Summerhays
it
is
doesn't
2 up.
happen often. You thank your lucky stars.
in the last 30 minutes or so gone the way of Preston Summerhays with wins at 12 and 13. So it could be a nice answer here for Buchanan.
Just make sure you catches the hole and goes in great. Just off that left edge, but good pace, good putt. Aggressive play off the tee.
You know, kind of geared towards the short game.
All right, Jackson gets one back.
Yeah, kind of a waste there for Preston on a very drivable par 4. Not sure if he laid it up and then missed the green with a wedge, but big mistake. Put it over this green with your 4th.
That's a bigger mistake
Then to dump it.
Yeah. It was one of the best.
Quite a run.
Is the best. Buchanan now for birdie. And that was just a moment ago.
Creeping.
I had to wait. That back third of that green goes away, John, as you know, and it's just so fast up that hill.
Turn left. Summerhays scores 6. Buchanan scores 5.
So huge mistake there. That just tied.
Up against Preston Summerhays for par to win the hole. And
2 holes in a row.
Match.
5, Buchanan 4, Buchanan 1 up.
His opponent already on the green, putting a little pressure on Preston. Let's see how he answers.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Lost the last 2 holes.
Trying to shush Buchanan, who's really driving it through. Beautiful shot. That's well played.
Comes up big with a nice shot. Turn a little, but not much. Good pace.
Wow, that was a good putt.
Yeah, right across the hole at the very end.
That shocked him.
There was never a point on that.
He's one up. It's in for par.
Just needs to get it up and down. Hits a good shot.
Really good there. Yeah, that was excellent. It's a pretty good golf today, too.
656 yards just off the right edge of the green. And how about that?
Yeah, finishes at 200 par today, too.
Game, set, match right there.
Well, how's your day going there? 4 and 3. Oh, what a great read.
Oh,
Really called it.
Sideways at the end.
Yeah,
catches that right edge.
Yep, so he'll go 3 up with just 3 to go. So
We go to 16. Hard not to come to Hazeltine and think about this as we watch.
This hole gave me nightmares, this hole. It's a tough drive. It's a tough second.
Don't tell that to Jacob.
He's going, what are you talking about, old man?
Wells Williams, not probably where you want to play your second from.
With the left rough there at 16. He does have a lot of green to move up. It goes right up the center of the green and pretty well played. That's going to just get off the back edge, be in that first cut. Pretty well controlled shot from that left rough, but at 3 down.
He needed that to go and catch a break. Didn't happen. So Jacob Maletsky advances 4-2 winner. He's on to the round of 32.
19-year-old out of Notre Dame moves on to 32.
A moment ago at 6, Christian Brand to win the hole going up against Christian Moss. We showed you the amateur rankings. Brand is 4,183rd.
Christian is top 15.
Yeah.
Let him back in. Tried to hold it up against the wind, which was proper. And that's a proper golf shot. Right at hole high, wide side of the green. Well done.
See if Christian Brand can roll this one in for birdie to go 2 up. Not to be. Try to tie the hole, stay just 1 down against Brand.
Needs this one badly. Start to run out of holes. 2 down with 8 to play. Outside of his right foot.
yeah, landed on about 5, 6, 8 feet.
Didn't quite look like Ballesteros, but it's effective. Looked a little Hopi. You can lose to a 3 or a 4. Do not lose to a 5.
Yep.
Well, he just did. Rand makes that, and he goes 3 up.
To win the hole, this for birdie to go 3 up against Moss.
Bit of a surprise in this match.
Enormous for the mid-am.
Ah, nice putt. Excellent.
Good little battle there for Christian. A tough 16th coming up.